so this is Dead Rising 2 off the record, and after some research, I was trying to figure out the best way to power level in this game. I did a video for Dead Rising 1 on how to do this, but I figured I'd do one for Dead Rising 2 because there's not a good information out there on how to do it on the remastered version on an Xbox One, or even if it works. Most of the videos are years and years old, so I did some testing. And I found a way to do two ways that you can actually combine together. Maybe I'll try to make it quick, but you need 2 save slots to do this. You have 3 in the game. So the first one, what you want to do, you can see I'm already at level 44. If I'm talking fast, because I'm trying to get the video done. So basically, you want to start the game. You do this right from the beginning, and you want to get the first 8 survivors in the beginning. I will briefly explain where they are and how to get to where I am here. As you can see here, I have 8 survivors in here, including Snowflake the tiger. Okay, this is what you want, and you can get them as soon as the game starts. The first mission you're going to get is to find Zombrex for Frank. You're going to come from here. That is the maintenance tunnel, and it will be right here, Roy's Mart. It's a pharmacy, and in there will be your first survivor to save Denise. Now, instead of getting Denise and taking her back to the safe house, we're going to continue along the path, and I'll show you how to do it. So from here, exit out of here and immediately go through Slot Ranch Casino, through the food court, and into the Yucatan Casino. And as you can see here on the right, it says, come see the Snowflake, the Bengal Tiger Snow. This is where we will get Snowflake and Lenny. Do not get Lenny until you get Snowflake. As soon as you come in here, it will trigger a cutscene. You will have to fight Snowflake and the trainer. You do not want to kill Snowflake. You want to kill the trainer, but it can be a pain because they both attack you at the same time. To separate them, this area here where my pointer is, okay? This is where the maintenance tunnel is that the tiger cannot get into. The trainer will follow you in. So lead him in here and the survivor that's following you so they don't get killed by the tiger. And kill the trainer in here. Leave your survivor in here. Come out here, and in this area right here, there's going to be 3 stakes, okay? One is going to be on like a little broken piece of rock right here, and the other 2 are going to be on top of this piece here. Those stakes you need to take and place them right about here in front of these pillars around this area. Spread them out. And you want the tiger to eat all 3. The tiger has to eat all 3 to become tame and become a follower. It can be a bit of a pain. The way I do it is I put them down and I stand right here. The tiger will rush towards you. As the tiger gets close, about right here, I jump onto this wall here. Okay? And then if you're lucky, he'll start to slow down. If you see the tiger start to slow walk, that means he's going to a stake. Don't move. Just let him go get the stake. Because if you jump or move down, sometimes that'll break that path, and then he'll go away from the stake. Once he eats all 3 stakes, okay, you're going to get him as a follower. You're going to go to this room right here. And in this back room here is Lenny. He's going to say he's scared of the tiger. You're going to let him know the tiger's tame. He's going to want to take you all the way over here to this staircase back room. There's going to be a switch in here that turns the casino machines on, okay? You're going to hit the switch. He becomes the follower. Now that's 3. From here, you're going to go back out this way, and you're going to go back around this way, down through here, back through the food court, back through the Slot Ranch Casino, and through the Royal Flush Plaza. Start going back towards the maintenance hatch. As you're walking through this area, you should get a message that there is a man in the Americana Casino. So this is why we want to go this way anyway. When you get that message, that casino is right here. My controller battery just died, but you're going to keep going through here, and that casino is right here, the Americana Casino, and he is going to be right here. I think his name is Billy. He's going to be in the middle of some slot machines. He's going to want about $25,000 to $30,000 to follow him, so make sure you have that in gambling money. You can get that easily from the big slot machine right where this pointer is here. Betting 1,000 a time, it's very easy to get a lot of money. All right, once you get him, now you have 4 survivors, okay? And when you rescue him, you should get a message about the next couple of survivors, which are out of the way, but they're way over here, all the way by Yucatan Casino, and it is this right here, Shanks. There's going to be 2 guys in here. Joel, I think his name is, or Jack, and Kenneth. So you're going to take all the survivors from there, and you can either go all the way through here the same way you did, all the way back down through here and then through here, or you can come through here, which is what I did, come through the Royal Flush and exit this exit here. From this exit, go straight across into here and then straight up. Now, a bit of advice when you're moving large groups of survivors. I try to tend to not have them follow me because you're going to be constantly stopping, and they're going to be stopping, they're going to get hurt. I tend to, when I move groups of survivors, this is how I do it. I find a store or a maintenance room or a save room, okay? And I will put the survivors, which is like left trigger and the Y button, and tell them to stay. Like for instance right here, I'd tell them to stay in the back room. They're all together, make sure they all have at least some kind of weapon, and they will all protect each other, okay? Then I will go all the way to here, not exit the area, but go to here, and then I will put the point I want them to go to there. Now they will all run to that area non-stop, and it's very high chance that they don't even get hurt. It's the best way to move survivors. And then once I get them out here, I do the same thing. I would move them to, say, this area. But well, this area is pretty short. You're going from here to here. So in that case, I try to run ahead real quickly and constantly point ahead of me and throw the target I want them to go to. Constantly left trigger and the Y button on the Xbox and point them to the door. I'll run all the way to the door and point the door and then have them run across. But anyway, that's just a tip on how to move survivors around. Once you get these 2, okay, you're going to go back down through here, all right, through here, through the Atlantica Casino, back out this area here. You may want to save it here, okay? Get your whole group of survivors because you don't want to get all these survivors and then mess it up. I would save it here, definitely. When you come out with the survivors and when you come this way, save it. Now, from here, you're going to go right before you get to this door to go back into the Royal Flush. Right about here, you should see Chad with a shotgun. He's going to be surrounded by zombies. Help him. He'll follow you. He's looking for his girlfriend or his wife, Doris. Doris is down here. If you follow all the way down here to this kiosk right here, souvenir kiosk, Doris will be standing on top of that. Help her, rescue her. Now you have 8 survivors, including the tiger. From here, you're going to go back up here, but not all the way you came. You're going to go into this entrance here, the Americana Casino. So go in here. Then you're going to go out this exit here, up here, into the Royal Flush Plaza. Do not go directly here yet. We need to save this. It's very important. So you're going to go a little bit past here to this save room exactly where I am here. And save, point them here to wait and save it. They have to be saved here. And this is what it should look like when you do all of that, okay? It's very important. Now, you get an example of how I move the survivors. So you have your save here. Leave them there. And now we're going to move them to the safe house. So just run down here. And then, again, I will point and move the waypoint for them to follow. And again, this is the best way to move large groups of survivors around with very low chance of them getting injured. So I'll come right here and I'll
head that way.
Say, go there. Now, again, this makes them all run. So they're not walking, they're all running together, and they're all going straight to that point. Be careful when setting your points to do it on the floor. Make sure there's like no balconies above where you're sending a point, because sometimes they can run upstairs an escalator. So try to make sure when you set a point for them to go that there's no confusion of where they would go. But you see how they all stick together like this, and they rarely ever get hurt. And each of them have at least even a basic weapon, and they all go. If they are hurt, maybe carry a couple healing items on you. It's up to you. All right, now we got all 8 of our survivors here. I could have got 9 or 10. I don't remember what the limit is, but these are the first 8 you can get as soon as the game starts, so that's why I'm doing this. All right, once you get them all here, you go to the safe house.
I'm so grateful.
Now you're going to get your reward, which is the picture points or PP points, whatever the hell. You should get at least a level. Well, even I was level 43 and I still went up a level. That's how much PP you get. I just sound so stupid saying that. So I'm level 45 now. So now to get this to continue, so we can keep getting this large amount of experience points for the escorts, we're going to go in here and save, but we're not going to save on top of our save here. This is why we need another slot, okay? So instead of saving here, pick another slot. I do 3, and I'm going to save that progress on here, okay? So what that's going to do is now going to save my progress and my level to that slot. So it knows I'm in this room here and level 44. So from here, we exit the game, okay? You exit the game. Trying to keep this as short as possible. I'm not going to do the other part in this video, but at least do this. All right, and then we're going to immediately load the save we just made. So slot 3, and as you can see, it's level 45. This one is still 44. But do not load the story mode version of this. We don't want that on slot 3, or whatever one you pick. Load sandbox mode. Now, if you haven't loaded sandbox mode or started it on this slot before, it's no big deal. You're just going to have to go through it's going to start you in the beginning, which is on top of a building. I recommend going to this area here, okay? So after you get it started, this is the best area to go, okay, for what we're doing here, which is the middle of the map, basically. It's this area here, outside of both the outside area, the middle. Save it right here is where you want to have your save continuing from. So, but basically, all you have to do at this point is I would come here, save it, right? And now we're going to save our progress to slot 1. But as you notice, when I'm doing a save here, you see how the story mode is not here, only sandbox mode? So what it's going to do is save my sandbox progress to the sandbox progress of slot 1, okay? But it will carry the level over. So when I save it here, the level will update. You will see it will change to 45. Now, we just exit the game. And then we load that save. And if you notice, now when you go back to your save from 1, you'll notice slot 1, it still says my save is in the Royal Flush Plaza and not in the save room. This is because it does not carry over the story mode progress. It only carries over sandbox. So when you make a save from story mode, it only saves story mode. When you make a save from sandbox, it only makes save from sandbox. They're in the same save, but they're separate. But the level applies to both. So now you load story mode here, and what will happen is now we will be level 45, but we'll be in the save room right here with all our survivors again. So I'm pretty sure you can figure out what we're going to do here. We've already went up, I've already went up a level, so now I'm simply going to go back to the maintenance room and save it. Not save it, but bring them all back here again. Get the experience points, and then save it to slot 3. And then you repeat. Then you load slot 3 in sandbox mode, and as soon as you load it, then you immediately save it, but you save it onto slot 1.
Get over there!
Even if a guy dies like that guy did, it's not a big deal, okay? Don't worry about it because it's not going to affect your save. It'll affect just the PP for just this one run, but when we reload it, he'll be back alive and it doesn't matter. So if you lose one after you have 8, you lose 10,000 or whatever, but it's not a big deal.
I can't thank you enough.
Sweet!
Oh, you're going to do the same thing. Then you just go back here. All right. And save your progress to slot 3. Exit the game. And repeat those steps until you reach level 50. Now, there is another trick I'm going to do another video on, and you can combine the 2 tricks together to power level even faster. And I will do that in the next video. And it's also another trick on how to get the part of the ninja uniform and like thousands of zombie kills in like 2 seconds, basically. That's it.